Hi all. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Thank you for watching the video so far and your comments. I appreciate them. However, I have had some feedback on about people being disappointed for not getting a mention in my last video. I'm truly sorry if this is you, but please be assured that lots and lots of you are doing wonderful things across all service areas in housing, and but there are almost 500 people working in housing. So if I was to mention everyone, it is likely to be a 4-hour video, and I don't think you'll enjoy watching that at all. By the way, still looking forward to baking something of your choice. However, no one has come anywhere near the right answer yet. So I am still waiting for the good answers. I can't wait to put my baking apron on and bake something really delicious for you. So don't stop. Okay. Unfortunately, working from home hasn't reduced the number of meetings that we all have. If anything, it's actually increased. And necessity, as they say, is the mother of invention. So our IT colleagues worked super fast to install Microsoft Teams for our use, and because of it, video meetings were enabled. This is actually a lesson in how quickly something big and useful can be rolled out in little to no time at all, without a project board, project manager, many weeks of deliberations and testing. But what I have found most interesting about video meetings, which is the main subject I wanted to talk about today, is the background people have on their videos. Some choose, their living room, some choose their kitchens, dining rooms, bedrooms, garden, and so on and so forth. The posh ones, the very posh ones, have a study. As DMT, we meet every day for an hour, and I can tell you it's been a revelation what I have found out about my colleagues. I now know all of Spencer's household as they take turns walking past behind him during every meeting we have. Sometimes bringing him tea, and on a Friday, I can assure you, something much stronger than tea. Incredibly, there is exactly the same wall clock in John Magnus's home and Phil Porter's. I understand that Phil has this clock because it's a good one to teach kids to learn to tell the time. But what's John's excuse? As far as I know, he doesn't have any grandchildren yet. Is he learning how to tell the time? Now, I think actually John has moved to a different room. I don't know what happened there, so we don't see the clock anymore. He's now got a properly set up desk, workstation, chair, computer screen, and interestingly, a bed. Yes, a bed, a very large one indeed. But if you ask me, that's a perfect study. So John is clearly one of the posh ones. Many people have asked me if I have a walk-in wardrobe. Well, I can tell you I don't. But now I certainly know who does. Emily Ray has joined our meetings from several rooms in her house. But as she says, where she is most comfortable is what appears to be her dressing room. And it's got wall-to-wall wardrobe. Even Victoria Beckham will be proud to have that kind of wardrobe. So Emily Ray wins that one, hands down. Thankfully, she has been kind enough to leave a little section for Mark's clothes. You can see it. It's just a tiny bit with a man's shirt and trousers. And the rest of the room is Emily Ray. So, no surprises there. Lawrence, on the other hand, joins the meeting from this somewhat empty room. When we started this meeting, he said, I'm decorating this room. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. It's got nothing on the walls, nothing to see anywhere. Well, actually, I tell a lie. There is a light fitting standing on the floor in one corner. But since, for the past 8 weeks now, I haven't seen any movement in terms of decorating that room. It's exactly the same as it was when we started. I bet he will claim he's just too busy, to do, sorting out homelessness, to do any of this. Having said that, though, I have now met a lot of Lawrence's tattoos. I say no more. Sean's video by magic only lasts for half an hour. But that's long enough for us to see his bookcase and the window he sits by at every single meeting. At the 30 minutes point, and I kid you not, the video always manages to freeze with Sean looking longingly into the window. It's an amazing feat how he manages to do that at every single meeting. Now, talking about bookcases, have you noticed how many people have bookcases as their background? Is this a thing? Do people really read that much? Goodness me. If you do your reading on Kindle, or worse still, like Phil Potter that is, listen to your books. No one's going to know how well read you are, I'm afraid, because you cannot display either of this in your background. So it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But I will conclude by paying homage to Mammoth's bookshelf. Oh my God. Actually, I'm doing him a disservice by calling it a bookshelf or a bookcase. It is, in fact, a library. In some schools, would be happy to have a library this big. If you haven't had the opportunity to have a meeting with Mammoth, I strongly suggest you find an excuse. It will be worth your time. On that note, goodbye for now and keep yourself safe.